Good morning. So Sunday, I think most of us are little sleepy or want to take rest. Especially students. I mean, we wanted to. A lot of movies released, right? So you guys need to go to movie and all right. So we are here. Good that everybody took a step forward to come here and then joining hands with Bala and a good initiative. So I mean, a lot of founders I could see in the speakers list. I understand their life, founders, directors, or I mean, Asik kind of guy, right? Whoever spoke now. So we usually work on Saturday, Sunday for our real plans. So if you walk into office, I mean, we'll have regular work. Somebody will come and tell that, Velu, that tap is not working. I'm an engineer. I studied this. I studied engineering. I did a lot of work in C programming, embedded system, other things. Suddenly, it'll be weird to see that because this is something which happened 3 years later. I was a pure engineer when I was, just 3-4 years back. I'm just pure engineer or engineering manager or team leader. The moment I took director, I was like new energy. Oh, I'm a director. I'm going to do different things. The first 2-3 complaints came is like water is not working, bathroom is not working. So it was very great because you need to look over everything. It's not about engineering, right? So when you go to a management level, you'll receive every issue at your doorstep. So before we start, happy Mother's Day to everyone who are mothers over here. So without you guys, we are not here. I'm not here. No, none of us here. So happy Mother's Day. So my story, I mean, I'm literally stuck to talk because I saw 3 amazing speech. So what I'm going to talk, other than that, there's nothing much unique in that. So I'm from village. So sorry to correct Bala's word. I'm not from town. So my village has 15 houses. So it's again 80 kilometers from Trichy. So it's a place called Tirukolakudi. This was built with a Shiva temple. So I mean, there was a Pandyan king. He was going on the way. He saw a hill and he developed a Shiva temple, and then he left some people over there to take care of it. So we are among them, and I born and brought up from there. So no exposure, zero exposure to outside world. So we never had any exposure. So I used to study in a government school, and then my 11th, 12th standard, I need to go in a cycle to a school 15 kilometers up and down. But same thing I'm trying to do today. It's very difficult. I can't drive the cycle so easily. I'm trying to use to drive cycle because I mean Bangaloreans will easily understand why cycle is much better than a car or a public transport. So I mean, small story to that. So I was in a silk boat traffic, and that's my worst ever traffic I ever had. I stood in silk boat for 3 hours. Believe me, I went 3 times piss break. I need to take interval break 3 times in the traffic, and that's the worst part. I mean, if you're in Bangalore, I mean, be happy. People are like new to Bangalore 2-3 years back. You're not seeing what is Bangalore. So traffic, it was much worse. So I used to stand 3 hours, 2 hours, 1.5 hours in traffic. So my school started like that, and then nobody is there to tell like what you need to study, what is your dream, what do you want to become. Now my kids are like, I want to become a collector, I want to become a doctor. And my second kid says, I want to become a collector, and then he goes to school. Suddenly I got a call from the school, and then they told he's telling stomach pain. So I go and take him home, he's like very fine. I told, what? Are you cheating me? Are you cheating everything? So then my wife and my father came, they told, it's not from anywhere, it's from you only. You did the same thing when you were a kid, so they are just repeating that. So I mean, they are at least they have a dream that they need to become a doctor, collector, we have nothing. We need to study. There is one other guy called us my friend. So he and me used to fight, not for first rank and all, so just to pass. So I'll be having like, 35 marks is pass, I'll be having 37, 38, he'll be having 1 plus or minus. So we'll fight each other and we'll study, that's it. Nothing else, no other thoughts about what I want to become, doctor, engineer, nothing. So every time there is an exam, 10th, 11th, or 8th standard, there is an exam, they will give a rank card. So I'm little good on science and maths. Language, I'm like, even Tamil or English, it's very difficult. So when they give the mark cards, in my school they will give, I mean, of course every school, right? So they will come and individual teacher will give the mark sheets. So English mark sheet, I'll be like 34, 35. 35 is pass mark, I'll be like 33, 34. And then whenever they came, I'll go to the last desk and almost hide behind the chair. And then once they give the paper, I'll go to the teacher and tell 1 mark you put, otherwise my father will kill me in the home. It's very difficult. Next time I'll take that mark additionally, but give me this 1 mark, I'll beg and I'll get. When physics and maths comes, I'll be in the front desk, come and sit like this. Oh, I achieved something big, because the mark will be 96, 99. I mean, I could say that I was a special child in school, because there's nobody like this who scored very good in science and maths, but languages that, even Tamil I was like 34, 35. It's not only English. Usually language is very difficult. I don't want to talk about that, very tough. So language is very tough for me. Then somehow I finished schooling, 10th, and then finished my 11th, 12th. No idea what to do after that. So my father, somehow, he is the one, I think I'm the first guy who got educated or finished a degree in my village. It's 20 years back. Nothing very big achievement, guys. Not me, it's my father. I'll call him, you clap for him, not for me. So I finished 11th and 12th, and I have no idea. So he used to tell me, you need to do engineering, that is the best way. You can go to US, you can earn, you can do all those things. Because he knew from somebody, if you do engineering, you can go to US, you can earn or whatever. So somehow I joined a school. There was a quota called rural quota. So I think this meant, that time it was there. People who are from poor villages or small villages, there is a quota reserved for every colleges. So I got in that. Ideally my father wanted me to go to either Coimbatore or Chennai kind of place, because there is an exposure, you'll get it. So I went and sat. There's one college which had only one seat in the rural quota for electronics and communication. So I got that seat, then joined the college. So that was a much pathetic story, because from a small village where only 15 houses are there and going to a place like Coimbatore, and my classmates are completely different extremes, right? So I can't even talk English. Even now I can't talk good English, but still, it was very pathetic. I used to write spelling for dusses wrong. So I'll write DEOS or whatever it comes. I never write right. So very difficult. First time I'm touching computer. I don't know how to shut down, how to switch on, anything. It's very hard to communicate. And then Coimbatore, the worst part is like 30% will be Malayalis. So you have to talk in English. There's no other option. So I have to force to talk in English, and then started studying. Which to study, what to study, nothing, right? Blindly I just went and sat in the school. The 3 teachers actually inspired me. So number 1, of course, there's a madam called Sunny, good-looking teacher. So she took C programming. Because I like her, I liked C programming, so I started studying. I started studying C programming. Then there is one more guy called, he was actually taking electronic circuits. So he is a very amazing guy. He is actually from an industrial background. So he takes the class very well. It's very inspiring. So he'll explain ones and zero, how it is added, and then how the computer works in digital format, he'll explain. So I like that one. Third one I like this, electronics and communication related stuff. So that is also, these 3 subjects inspired me. That is the time I'm feeling like, okay, there is something interest here, I need to study this. Somehow I completed, and there was like arrears, everything came in the path. And believe me, there also I got arrear in English. All the subjects I passed, only English I got arrear, and then somehow cleared. I came in, and again, right, once you, second year, third year, it was like I got a good friends in the college. They actually taught me a lot of things, saying, you need to speak out, you can't do anything. Even for proposing, they helped me. You love a girl, you go and propose. I can't talk only, how can I go and propose? So they taught me everything. Of course, my wife. So she taught me that time how to propose to another girl, her friend. It didn't work out, but she worked out. So I got married to her. Now she's my wife. So this is how my journey went, and then as Ashik told, right? So we all have the same problem. So there was a Honeywell interview. I went on. No confidence at all. I can talk, or I can crack the discussion. Technically, I can clear. That's not a very big deal. So group discussion, second round group discussion, and then some company has this group discussion, which I hate very much. So they have a group discussion. I went and then she told me, if you can't talk, don't talk anything. At least try to get chances for others. So I sat on the group discussion. I told somebody try to talk, let's give a chance, I only did this, believe me. Throughout the full group discussion, I told let's give a chance, and they selected me. That is the worst part. they selected me. I mean, of course I didn't join Honeywell that time because I got another offer. So I joined Reliance as my first job. It was like going, and then I joined in Chennai. So I was going there as a student when you have a lot of inspiring stuff, because we always directly study IEEE magazines or newses, right? What we'll study is like, okay, Ashik, there is a robot here, right? There is a satellite launched. There is this, that. So we'll be having huge dream sets in the mind saying that we need to make everything in the first day. That's not the case, right? It's not going to happen in a single day. So I went in that dream to Reliance. I think there is a Velu comedy in Tamil movie. They gave the tupaki and then they'll make you stand in the front. They literally did that to me in Reliance. They actually, I mean, to translate, there's a movie comedy in Tamil. So Vadivel is the actor. So he got a, not Vadivelu, there's a hero called Arjun. Arjun everybody know, I guess, right? So he got a police job. So he will be in very enthu mode. I am going to catch the thief, that, this and all. First day they will give the gun and they will make him to stand out of the station and watch it. That's it. So he'll get pissed off, and this is the story. I got literally the same thing in Reliance. They used to tell me, okay, you need to come 6 a.m., run this command, whatever it comes here, put it in Excel sheet. Second, I mean, it's a telephonic switch, right? So it actually, there's some concept called as E1 and all, right? So when you speak, how the speak data transfer to one phone to another phone, right? So they are the one who actually runs all those stuff. But I mean, of course, they won't give directly to working on that, right? So he used to tell me, you run this command, write the record, run this command every 1 hour and write the record. So I literally pissed off, and then I came, and this 1 rupee coin booth is the very famous that time. So I came and then I speak to my one other friends what they are doing. I took the phone, I was talking to him. I have a very pathetic manager. I have the very pathetic situation. The stupid company, I almost put everything, whatever I had in my mind, and I turned, the HR is backside. I had lunch. After that, there is a coin booth. I took it and spoke, and I turned, there is a HR, the HR guy is standing out. It's a tough field to manage, right? So he told, come and meet me in my office room, whatever, right? So I went there, then he told, he didn't take any action actually. So he told, no, you should not be like this. They are seniors. This is how it goes, all those things. And good guy, right? So he actually told, this is real Velu. This is something which is you're going through wrong. Then I finished somehow 2 years there, then came to Patni, then came to Honeywell, different companies. Then I joined the company called Bridgeco Wireless, which is actually the Libre's previous company. So they were doing a lot of good stuff. So what they were doing is they are making modules for all the speaker products, where you can talk to the speaker and say, hey Alexa, or hey speaker, play Spotify, play Rhapsody, play Saturn, whatever, right? So this actually plays this. So I was joined as an engineer over there and continued my path. Still, I was good in technical stuff, but still not so good in management or people talking. Then I took a challenge. This was not more satisfying for me. The technical is not actually satisfying. Somehow it's itching my mind that I need to do something. Then as a part-time, I went on a training session. I used to give training for Wipro like a couple of years back. So any C++, C or RTOS training, I used to fly across the country, and then I used to give a training for Wipro juniors or new joinees. Then I thought, okay, this is not enough. What to do then? Then I jumped into politics even. So I went there and then I spent some time. What is going on? Let me talk to different people. I usually like talk to different people. I won't be stopping myself not to do. Whatever it is, let us touch it and see what is it. So all part-time I was doing. Then later I got this opportunity to become a director for the Libre wireless technologies. So I took this director, then it's completely a different path, because you're converting from a engineering role to a management role. It's not so easy, right? So but I love that because here, what is my daily day-to-day challenges? Facing people, talking to people, and solving that day-to-day issues and then long-term issues, right? So this is how it started. Then don't mind that I have a bit paper in hand because I used to do bits in internal exams, so I took some notes here. So Bangalore, I want to definitely talk about Bangalore, right? So technical guys, Bangalore is an amazing place. Of course, India is an amazing place. A lot of opportunity I got from US and other places, but India is something which is amazing. You can't find this anywhere. Bangalore is such an amazing place for technical guys, especially. If you want to do a startup, I think Bangalore is the top, as of now, is the top second city in the world having a lot of startups. I think 30,000 plus startups are getting registered in Bangalore. So, we are happy that we are in a better place where opportunities are just on our doorsteps. We don't need to walk anywhere. It's all in the doorsteps. You can actually get it very easily. Bangalore is personally, it's very sentimental to me because this is kind of my revenue generation or my money generation. Everything is happening here, right? Engineer to manager, of course, I told how I became engineer to manager. A little bit about my technology, what we are doing right now. What we are doing right now is we are making modules again. The modules, you can take it, and we called ourselves as a system integrator or solution integrator. We work with Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Apple, different guys. We'll take their technology, put it in an embedded module, and we go back to customers, and we sell this B2B. It's we selling to Panasonic, Pioneer, Samsung, Sony, Havells, Hindware, Vodafone, everything. So we did a lot of projects. So 2-3 projects, I'll just talk about it. So one of the project is Vodafone. We launched a Vodafone router in UK. So what you can do with the router? So you can actually talk to the router, say dinner time. So when you say, hey Alexa, dinner time, it cuts the internet to kids and they need to supposed to come to the dinner table. And you can say that, hey Alexa, how many devices are connected? It'll say like the 10 devices connected to your router. So, and then the scope for the automation or IoT is very huge. It's not very simple, right? So now we are working in very happening technology. We're working in a geyser, AC and washing machine. What you can do with this? So especially fan, right? Even today morning, I was a little cold and I want to switch off the fan and I told my wife, can you get up? She told, no, you get up. No, you get up. This is a fight. This usually goes on houses every time, right? So we wanted to make this automated. So now with our technology, we are actually working on 2 brands. It will be soon launched in a couple of months. You can actually talk to the fan. Hey, fan, switch on, switch off, speed 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. So it'll take care on its own. Or AC, right? When you're taking bath, usually when you're taking bath, when you're about to complete, we wanted to switch off the geyser, right? Of course, we have some environment stuff. We don't want to waste the current, right? So, but you need to wait and come. Sometimes you'll forget, right? While taking the bath itself, you can talk to the geyser and say, hey, geyser, switch off, increase the temperature, decrease the temperature, as well as the AC, right? So AC has a lot of scope. AC and refrigerator has a lot of scope, right? So you can tell the AC, I'm starting. Next 5 minutes, you switch on AC in my home, it'll be done. So you can tell through your mobile, or you can press a button in your mobile and tell that the AC will be on there. So what we are doing now is we are doing a smartness to the world. So anything, you can sit on a chair. We are all sitting in a chair. The moment we get up from here, there will be a message to your mobile saying that your BP is this much, your heart rate is this much, you sat for so much time, you need to walk for so much time. So these are all the stats which is actually happening around the world. So this is going to be much, much more better. The stat is almost in next 20 years, 200 billion devices are going to be enabled in smartness, which I'm talking about bulb, fan, AC, fridge, scooter, bike. You think of anything, right? So it's all going to be enabled with smartness. So as my dream, the immediate dream, I want to be, or our company want to be the major stake delivering for this industry. So the smartness should come from Libre Wireless is number one. And as a long time dream, there is one thing which I used to see very, very regularly throughout my lifetime. I always like seeing sky and see how the sun rises, how the moon comes, how this rotation happens. So I always have a dream towards space. So my long-term dream, if you ask me, I wanted to make a visit to planets in a day. So day trip to planet, Saturn breakfast, Mars lunch, back to Earth. So this is what my long-term dream. I'm sure that when this happens, I won't be alive. Of course, because this is not going to be there in the next 10 years, 20 years. It's going to be a 100-year dream. But before I die, I want to light the lamp for this dream. So we have to start this where some or the other day, people can actually go to a trip to space and come back, and different places and then come back. This is another one. Then I think I almost covered everything. So just not to complete Bala. So this is amazing initiative, Bala. So we all are. I won't say myself even half brick. I'm a 5% brick. So whatever. But yeah, we will be with you. We are here. So let's make this big. Yeah. Thank you guys.